If we look on the left hand side here, we'll see this item called Edit 3D Preferences, and this is the beta version. So which means you're not gonna get the editing features under the 3D, but you're going to get it under this beta version. And in time, this beta version will disappear and it will be replaced by the 3D. So let's go right ahead and click on that. Okay, so here we are. We have our floor plan loaded. And here's where the comes in. If I select an item, any item, automatically I have my property panels for that item that pops up. So I'm not able to select any other items until I hit cancel or update. And here's where it is. So now I can move items in 3D just by changing my coordinates. I can rotate the item. And in the future, we will add more features to this panel. This may not even look like this at the end, but as you can see, we're just in the first phase of adding to this capability. And if I hit cancel, it will just go back to its original position. Let's say I click on the screen on the y-axis. I can move my screen around, click update, it will stay there. Let's choose this character and I want to move him back. I can do that. Hit update. I choose plant. Do the same things. So I'm able to make my edits in terms of movement in 3D now. What's significant about this is that because 3D is the more visual part of the floor plan, it makes things easier for you to visualize it in 3D instead of imagining it in 2D. And this is where this comes handy for items that has height differences. So I can now place this pot directly on the table, whereas before I couldn't see where I placed it in terms of height. This works for, let's say, update. This works for any item in the scene that can be moved up and down, side to side, front to back. In addition to movements, we can also rotate items. So change the directions. You can also scale an item. Scaling tool works by default. We lock the aspect ratio, which means when we change the height, both the depth and the width is affected. So we can have a monster figure. Hit cancel, it will just go back. But as you can see that many things can now be done in the 3D side that were not possible before. And what's going to happen is in addition to those features, pretty soon, perhaps in a matter of weeks, we'll be able to add other properties to the 3D panel, including texture options, colors, and many other things, graphic options. And when we do add that, we'll also make a little video tutorial on that. But as you can see that this is now possible, and this was just a preview to show you of a new feature that we've just added. This is still in the beta test, but it's definitely something to look out for. Also, I forgot to mention, you do have to save your positions after you move items. For example, if I did this, which does not make any sense, but hit update, and then I would also do that. Update, and then I would come come here and save. By saving this, if I went back to my floor plan and open the 2D version, you can now see that on the 2D, the position has also been updated. Okay, and I can also go back to the 2D, do the same thing. I can reposition an item, hit save, and once I go back to 3D, all I need to do is refresh, and the object is back where the latest update's been saved at. Okay, so I think you get the idea, and you can experiment by playing around with it. There still might be some bugs associated with this beta version, but pretty soon, as soon as we get all the bugs out, that would become the new 3D viewer.